Democrat, which over the years has demonstrated the proven ability to develop crops that can adapt to adverse weather and climate change. Another was the Egerton University, once a versatile agricultural training and research institution that pioneered in inventions in food production to feed our people. Egerton is now on its deathbed, just when the country needs it most. The University of Nairobi's College of Agriculture and Veterinary Sciences has in the past demonstrated its ability to variety and procure technique food security, has shielding seeds. The sad fact that all these Kenyan institutions are struggling. They are underfunded and often mismanaged. Where are we so quick to give money to foreign technology companies when our own institutions that have demonstrated capacity to develop safe and trusted foods are struggling? At 60, too old to buy food or accept and safe imports from those ulterior motives. Our institutions and farmers need resources and political goodwill to come through for the nation. Under the prevailing erratic weather patterns, the wise and patriotic thing to do is to invest in the capacity of our own institutions to undertake the production of crops that can withstand climate change. The Kenya Agricultural and Livestock Research Organization, no better scientific than most, continue to promote and last decision the country for maize, expected to the deaths from the fall and other such as lethal force to us. Every problem and farmer response among country this move about seeds benefit foreigners is a betrayal of our country and our people. The older Kenya Quisha regime will subject Kenyans to unproven and dangerous foods in an attempt to please international interests and do not care about our safety. We ask Kenyans to oppose this move and to totally reject any GMO foods should they ever enter the Kenyan market. It's clear on the sovereignty of the people on matters both small and large. On grave matters such as life-altering GMO foods and technology, the people's voice must be heard and respected. We are sure the people and their chosen leaders will overwhelmingly reject GMOs once their views are heard. End of statement.
Thinking has been that they say that GMO has been done for the longest time and it's not something new. Even as the minister goes ahead to say that there are 1,000 ways to die, we believe that we've been eating GMO for the longest time. Why are we causing this when we believe that there are cabinet decisions already?
Well, you see, first let's get it right. Decisions of this magnitude cannot be left entirely to the cabinet. The way the government works, unless it is changed. The policy are formulated in the ministries by the technocrats. Then they go to the cabinet by way of sessional papers or cabinet memoranda. The cabinet debates and approves. Then those documents must come to Parliament. When it comes to law, any legislation must go through the People's Representative House, which is the Parliament. It must be tabled there, either as a session of paper or whatever it is. And Parliament must then debate it, subject it also to public participation. That is when it now becomes a government, official national policy document. So it just don't go to a cabinet and steamroll them into approving an important matter like this. In other words, but what has happened, even this, to my knowledge, has not even been discussed by the present cabinet. The president used an outgoing cabinet, which was basically an interim. It really had no powers to pass a decision of this magnitude, to so say that they're removing the ban. That is itself as unprocedural and is illegal. This matter must be subjected to proper public debate and approved by the people's representative in the National Assembly and the Senate.
Well, the last one from me, you have linked it to proposals by a push by multinationals and also foreign nations. What information do you have with regards to this, and who is pushing it specifically?
I don't want to speculate, but we know that the companies that themselves are manufacturing the seeds and also fertilizers are trying to find new markets, and are the ones which are actually pushing this year. And they are actually approached the people in the government. I don't want to be specific, but I know that people have been approached and they have made commitments without consulting anybody in the country. So they are trying basically to steamroll this issue, the country, for their own maybe individual benefits. Therefore, they are not doing this in the interest of the people of Kenya. We know that as we talk now, there are sufficient stocks of maize in the country. And farmers, even right now, are harvesting. And as you see, there's fear, particularly in the Rift Valley, which is our grain bread basket, that the farmers' maize is going to lose a market when the market is going to be flooded by this GMO maize which is being imported in the country. Well, yes, at that time when we were talking at that time about GMO cotton. It's the one that was actually the subject, because there was a company that wanted to introduce it into the market here. And we say that let us do a proper scientific research and tests to find out the consequences. Let us not be blind to innovations, new technology that is coming. So we need to be forward-looking, but let it be tested and approved by our institutions. If it is approved by institutions, then there should be no reason to introduce it into the country. And that is still my position as we stand right now. And as you know, that there are a lot of doubt which have been cast on this in some other countries. You will ask yourself, why do the Germans ban it, and the French, and the Italians, and so on? It's only in the U.S. In the U.S., of course, there's a very powerful lobby by the multinational corporations who are themselves manufacturing the seeds and the fertilizers. And they lobby the Congress to approve it. But they approve with the proviso that the customer must be given a choice. So whenever you go to the U.S. in any of the markets, the supermarkets or the shops where they sell the GMO, there's usually a corner and it's properly labeled GMO stuff, and then the other corner there labeled natural stuff, so that you have a choice as a customer. That whether you want to go for GMO, you go for GMO. If you want to go to the natural, you go for natural. You must give this, and this is law. You cannot market GMO without labeling it properly and showing so that the customer knows what they are getting. Okay. Nitasema ati mimi sina habari ya kwamba tumekuwa na GMO hapa. Manake mbegu ya GMO ikija ni kitu kingine kabisa mpaka ijulikane. Na hizo mbegu ya GMO ikipandwa na ikimea, sasa hiyo shamba huwezi kutumia mbegu ya kienyeji tena hapo. Hata ukipanda hapo hazitamea. Inaharibu mchanga, na tena mpaka utumie ile mbolea ambayo vile vile itauziwa wewe na hizi makampuni. Kwa hiyo na sasa, kwa mfano, ikiingia hata wale wakulima ambayo wanapinga, watakuwa hawana chaguo, wana hizi wengine hapo. Kwa hivyo ikishaingia namna hii, kuitoa sio rahisi. So, amesema naweza kuchukua swali moja na mbili. Uliongea juu ya wale wakulima wa bonde la Ufa ambaye wameeleza hofu yao ya kwamba sasa hivi ni saa za mavuno, wameanza kuvuna mahindi yao. Wana hofu ya kwamba ghala itajaa na hii mahindi ambayo inatoka nje, bei itashuka chini na wao wenyewe watakosa soko kwa mahindi yao. Na mimi nasema tunaunga wao mkono mpaka kwanza sisi tutetee wakulima wetu. Manake hao wakulima wametumia pesa mingi, wamefanya jitihada kulima mashamba yao, na sasa wanavuna, na tumeona mara kwa mara hii changamoto ikija, wakulima wanafukarisha, bei inashuka chini, toka ng'ambo, soko inakuwa imejaa na mahindi ambayo imetoka nje. Kwa hivyo tumesema serikali mpaka iangalie maslahi ya wakulima wetu. Sisi kama Azimio tunaunga mkono kabisa ile pendekezo ya wakulima kutoka bonde la Ufa, ya kwamba serikali isiendelee mbele kuleta hiyo mahindi bandia katika soko zetu. Tunakataa. Tumesema tunakataa katakata kama Azimio la Umoja.